Hello friends, so in this video we will see the EC2 instances purchasing options, that what type of purchasing options are provided by EC2 instances or AWS for us. Okay, so let's move forward. First is on-demand instances. These type of instances are useful for short workload. Predictable pricing are here and you have to pay by second. Okay, suppose you have to pay every second for your usage. Okay, next is reserved. Reserved is like you are reserving an instance for certain period of time. So here if you have a long workload and you know that you are going to work on it for 1 year or 3 years, so these type of reserved instances are better for you because they give a certain amount of discount. Next is convertible reserved instances. These types of instances are sub part of reserved instances. Basically in these type of instance, reserved instance, convertible reserved instance, they provide you some flexible instance, like you can change the instance type or instance size. We will see in a minute. Savings plan are basically, suppose you are paying some amount, you have proposed some amount, like I will pay this much amount every hour or for this time, like this duration. Suppose you have said that for 1 year I'll be paying $2 per hour to you. So according to that payment scenario, they will give you an instance. Okay, and they will fix your availability zone, they will lock something for you and you will be using that for a certain period of time. Next are spot instances. Spot instances are basically used for short workloads and they can be lost anytime. You can lose instances anytime, they are very less reliable. So these are spot instances. Next are dedicated hosts. Suppose you are booking an entire physical server and controlling instance placement, that where you want to place your instance, so that is dedicated host. Dedicated instances are basically no other customer will share your hardware. You will have your own hardware with yourself and you will be using it. Next, let's see one by one. So first is EC2 on demand. Pay for what you use. You are paying for what thing you are using. Suppose you are using it on Linux or Windows, so billing will be per second after the first minute. In any other OS, billing will be per hour. Okay, per hour based. Next is has the highest cost but it has no upfront payment. You will be only paying for your usage only. Okay, you don't have to prepay anything. Okay, everything will be like you will get a bill and you will have to pay for what you have used. Next is no long-term commitment is here. You don't have to commit that I am gonna work with you or I am gonna book this instance for 1 year or 3 years. So there is no long-term commitment. You can leave that EC2 instance anytime because you are on demand. You are demanding that instance and you are just paying for what you are using here. Next is recommended for short-term and uninterrupted workloads. Suppose you have a shorter term and uninterrupted workload you want. Okay, so you have to work on 3 months only and then you will be paying it. Suppose for 3 months whatever you are using you will be paying for it, and you don't want any interruption, then also you can use that. You can't predict here. Suppose you can't, it is short term but you can't predict that how application will behave. Is it gonna work in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 1 month or 3 months? So you don't know, but yes, you have an idea that this is a short term stuff and I can work on it. So you can use EC2 on demand. No discounts are given on this. Next is reserved instances. EC2 reserved instances are basically giving you 72% discount compared to on demand instances because you are reserving it for a long period of time. Okay, you have reserved a specific instance attributes like instance type, region, tenancy and operating system. You have reserved it for a specific time, like reservation period is 1 year, so you will get some discount. If you are reserving it for 3 years, you will get more discount. Payment options, if you are not paying anything, no upfront payment, then you will get some discount. If you are doing some partial payment, then you will get a moderate discount, and if you are paying all the amount at one go, you will surely get some more discount in it. Reserved instances scope. Suppose you are reserving your instance on a region or a zonal scope. So you can reserve your capacity in any availability zone here. Recommended for steady state usage application. If your application doesn't want any interruption in that, and it doesn't wants to be lost also, so this type of stuff EC2 reserved instance can handle. Okay, you can buy and sell in the reserved instances marketplace. Suppose you have used only 2.5 years and you have reserved your instance for 3 years, so that 6 months, for that 6 months you can sell your instance in reserved instances marketplace. So you can also buy and sell, so this is also something that is more beneficial to you. Convertible reserved instance, this is another type of sub part in reserved instances. In these we have the privilege to change the EC2 instance type, instance family, OS like operating system, scope and tenancy. You can change all the things. You will surely get some lesser discount than reserved instances because you are getting these type of privilege to change your EC2 instance type at any point of time. So it will surely not give you that much discount, but yeah, it will also give you a bit of discount like 66%, which is lesser, but it is much more greater than on-demand instances. Next is EC2 savings plan. You get a discount based on long-term usage up to 72%, same as RIs. Okay, reserved instances. Commit to a certain type of usage, $10 per hour for 1 or 3 years. What you are doing here, you are just committing a certain amount that you will be paying to AWS, okay, for some duration like 1 year or 3 years. In this, what you are doing, you are not giving that I want this instance basically. No, you just want to pay this much amount and you will be using whatever instance they are giving you. Usage beyond EC2 saving plan are billed at the on-demand price. Suppose you have crossed your EC2 saving plan bill, suppose you have crossed your $10 per hour. Okay, so now what? So now you will be paying at the on-demand price. Okay, because now your saving plans has been crossed and you will be paying your on-demand price. Logged to a specific instance family, it will be logged like if you have micro or T2 or T3, it will be specific. Okay, and AWS region is also fixed here like M5 in US East I. So this AWS region is also logged here whenever you are working with EC2 savings plan. It is very flexible across instance size. You can change the size at any point. Okay, you can also change the OS like Linux or Windows at any point of time. You can also change the tenancy like host or dedicated or default. You can also change that. Okay, EC2 spot instances. Now what is this? So this is the most feasible stuff because you will get a higher discount on it. You can get about 90% compared to on-demand instances, but there is some drawbacks. Let us see. Instances that you can lose at any point of time. If your maximum price is less than the current spot price, you will lose that. Now what is this? Suppose if you have set the price is your price is like $20 and you have crossed it, you have $21 or $22 used. Okay, so you have used your more than your maximum price. Your current spot price is more than your maximum price. So what now? Your instance will be lost. Okay, the most cost efficient instances in AWS, it is very useful that are resilient to failure. Okay, it is very useful for works that are resilient to failure. You can afford that failure of instance at any point. You don't have to worry. So in that use case, you can use this EC2 spot instances. Very useful for batch jobs, data analysis, image processing, any distributed workload that you are having. Next is workload with a flexible start and end time. It is not suitable for critical jobs or not for databases too. That is actually true, because if you are having a database, you want it to be stored for a longer time. Okay, so in this type of instance you are losing that, so you will not prefer that I'll be using spot instances for critical job or databases, because I might lose this instance at any point of time. So there is no point of storing anything here which is useful to me. Next is EC2 dedicated host. Now what is this? So in this, a physical server with EC2 instance capacity fully dedicated to our physical use. Okay, we will get a whole physical server with EC2 instance capacity which is very dedicated to us. Next, it allows us to address compliance requirements and use our existing server bound software license per socket per core per VM software license. Now purchasing options are very same, like on demand or reserved. You can reserve or on demand here for active dedicated host. You can also place your instance at any like you have that instance placement role here, you have that power here, you have that permission here to place your instance wherever you want. Okay, the most expensive option, because you have the whole server with you, you have booked the whole server, so this is actually most expensive option. It is very useful for software that have complicated licensing model like BYOL, which is bring your own license, so you can use this physical server here. Next, it is useful also for those companies that have strong regulatory or compliance needs. Next are EC2 dedicated instances. Now instances that run on hardware that is dedicated to you only, you are not going to share it. Okay, but you can share it with changing instances in same account. Okay, may share hardware with other instances in same account. Suppose you are sharing your hardware from other instances. Okay, instances run on hardware that is dedicated to you, you cannot share it, but you can share hardware with other instances. Okay, in same account, you have your account, you will be using it, but you cannot share your hardware into another account, into any other account that is not made for you. Okay, no control over instance placement. You do not have any control over instance placement. If you will start or stop, it can move, it will move. Okay, can move hardware after stop or start button. Characteristics, here are some usage which will be asked or might be asked in exam. So EC2 dedicated host and EC2 dedicated instance basically are not same. Actually they are very different. Okay, in that you are booking a whole server, here you are just booking an hardware. Okay, you are just locking a hardware. Next is EC2 capacity reservations. In this type, you are reserving on-demand instance capacity in a specific availability zone for any duration. Suppose it is 1 year or 3 year. You have access to EC2 capacity when you need it. Okay, no time commitment is here. Okay, you can create or cancel anytime. No billing discounts are here. Combine with regional reserved instances and savings plan to benefit from billing discounts. Suppose you want some billing discount, then you can combine it with regional reserved instances and saving plans. Next, you are charged at on-demand rate, whether you are using it or not using it, whether you are running your instance or not, you will be charged because you have fixed one instance for yourself only for a certain period of time. You don't want anyone to interfere there, and you don't want any stuff to be like interfering in your work, in between your work. So that is only for you and you will be using it. Suitable for short-term uninterrupted workloads that needs to be in a specific availability zone. As I said, if you don't want any interruption, or it is short-term basically, because it is charging you on demand. So if the work is short-term, then using capacity reservation will be good. But if it is very long-term thing, then you should use reserved instances, because if you know that it is gonna take your 3 years or 1 year or 2 year, then you should use your reserved instances strategy, that pricing, because that will be more beneficial to you. But if it is a short term thing and you want that I want the same EC2 instance, I don't want to change availability zone to, then you can use EC2 capacity reservations. You can go with this billing option, purchasing option basically. Now summary: on demand, coming and staying in hotel whenever we like, we pay the full price of room. Suppose I am coming to a hotel whenever I am liking, whenever I have a vacation, I am just paying the full price of the room and I am staying here. Next, reserved thing: planning ahead. I have planned that I'll be going with my family after 2 months, and then I'll be just living there for 3 years in a hotel, 2 years in a hotel, or 1 year. Then I have reserved that, or then I might get a good discount. They will give me a good discount because I am just using their hotel for 1 year, so I am their regular customer. Okay. Next, saving plan. Now saving plan, suppose we have taken a hotel as an example, so we are taking this. So savings plan: paying a certain amount per hour for certain period and stay in any room type. Suppose you are paying you will be paying like $10 or $15 or $20 or $30, whatever amount, for a certain period of time, and you are okay with, suppose they are accommodating you in any room, you can stay in any room type, king, suite, sea view, any room type. So this is your saving plan, that okay, I have fixed my amount, you can check whatever room type you can give me. Next is spot instances. Spot instances is basically the hotel allows you to bid for the empty rooms and highest bidder keeps the room. But this is not safe actually. Suppose you are staying and someone bids more than you, then they will kick you out from there. So this is not a feasible option. Next is dedicated host. What is dedicated host? So this is actually like you are booking a whole and building of a hotel and you are using it. So if you are actually just acquiring the whole building of the hotel, you are booking the whole building, then it will be costly to you, it will not give you any discount, but you have that access to all the rooms. Okay. Next is capacity reservations. You book a room for a period of time with full price, you don't want to stay in it, or you are staying in it. Okay, suppose you have booked a room for 2 months, so either you stay in it or not, that doesn't actually matters. So this is capacity reservations, that I have this room. Okay, whether I'm living or not, you should not ask me that. You just give me, I'll be paying price to you and I'll be living as per my choice. Next is price comparison. Suppose I have taken the example M4.large USC's one. So in this, these are the price type and these are the price per hour. Suppose on demand is $0.10. Spot instances are basically giving you much discount than on demand, and all other instances are giving you billing options are giving you much discounts. Okay, dedicated host are giving you on demand price only. Capacity reservations also give you on demand price only. All other instances price type gives you much more discount. So this was your video about purchasing options in EC2 instance. I hope you got that very nicely. So let's meet in our next video. Till then, thank you.